This is the Shepherd for We Love Metal, and we have Brody Uttley on the line here today from Rivers of Nihil, and we were just about ready to talk a little bit about Monarchy, and Monarchy comes out 21st of August, Metal Blade Records. Brody, can you tell us about what seasonal approach you guys are taking, what that means?
Yeah, sure. We have a concept as a band where we're releasing 4 albums, not all at once, obviously, over the next couple of years. We released the first one 2 years ago, Conscious of Light. That was a spring-themed album, and this record we're about to put out now is a summer-themed album, and then the album after will be fall and then winter. So we have a season to correspond with each record that we release, and we're going to kind of try to tie in different themes from those seasons on each record and tell a big story across the 4 albums.
Okay, so indeed it is a long story across all 4 albums and not 4 separate stories?
Yeah, I mean, really it's the season thing is just like a general umbrella that the albums fall under, like, that it has more to do with the album artwork and some of the lyrics, but each album will have its own story, but it will also have themes that tie into the seasons as well.
Let's talk a little bit about the artwork, because the artwork is phenomenal. It's unbelievable. I love to listen to what you guys do and just have that visual in front of me. Yeah, it's just a great way to enjoy it. Who's the artist, and did you approach him or her with what you wanted, or did they just blow it away right off the bat?
The artist for this record, and actually for the last record, same guy, is Dan Seagraves. He's done album artwork for legendary death metal acts like Suffocating Shade and Morbid Angel and Decrepit Burn. So we were always like a real big fan of his art, growing up and listening to those records. And when we got signed to Metal Blade and it came time to release an album, we were thinking about who we might want to ask to do our album artwork, and we made a list of maybe 15 or 20 artists. And we sent out an email call with them, and some of them got back to us and were like, oh yeah, maybe work something out, but Dan Seagraves instantly emailed back, because we sent him the lyrics to the new record, and he said, he's like, I'm absolutely, this is amazing, I'm on board, I want to do the album artwork, let's do it. So he, on the last record, he did that one, and awesome job. Same thing on this one, we basically just sent him the lyrics and tell him kind of generally what kind of look we're going for, and then he sends us the drawing that he does by hand, and he asks us if it's okay, and it always is okay. Then paints it and ends up as our album cover. So he's been a really cool guy to work with, because we just love his art, and he likes our music, which is a good relationship for both of us.
Oh, it certainly is. It's just it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's also I like to really look at the details of the artwork, and if you look at just the mountain there from the Monarchy, you can really, if you look deep into it, you can see the twisted and contorted faces inside. Yeah. That's I hope that's probably part of the story as well. With that kind of great artwork and the feel of the album, is it available on vinyl? Because it just feels like this should be something that we should own on vinyl.
Yeah, it's actually not available on vinyl just yet, but I think that once it's out for a little bit, I think we've been kind of bugging Metal Blade out for a while, and actually they were originally going to print it on vinyl, but I guess what happened is the company that they go through for vinyl is a company that also produces vinyl for big pop artists like Taylor Swift and stuff. And apparently they're only able to order thousands and thousands of vinyl records at once, and I guess they didn't want to do that for us since we're still kind of a small band. They wanted to wait and see how we did first week and see if it would be kind of worth getting vinyl for. So it's not available yet, but hopefully it will be at some point.
Absolutely. You guys have a little bit of a lineup change here. How's that been going so far? Is it different energy with the band within the band?
Yeah, definitely. We all, when we started this band, 6 years ago, we were all, just kind of friends at the time who got together and played music. And, as we toured and stuff, some of the guys realized that, hey, man, I like playing music with you guys, but touring isn't really my thing. Like, I'd rather be at home, just working my regular job, making money. Doing that, it's just too chaotic. So, two of our guys left, touring wasn't really for them. They had good jobs at home, they wanted to stay with that. But we brought two new guys in. We brought John Tafur in on guitar, and then on drums we brought in our new drummer, Alan Balabit, and both of those guys are really cool dudes that have brought some really awesome ideas to the table and some really good energy to the band. So it's been pretty awesome.
Yeah, sometimes I like to read commentary under videos and such. I don't know if you've seen this, but I want to read you a comment real quick. It says, "Dear Lord of the Seven Hells Almighty, is that drummer a lumberjack cyborg?"
Yeah, Alan is a weird freak on the drum. He's one of the most dedicated musicians that I've ever met. Like, he calls for most of the record the album just so that he could practice his drum parts and write his drum parts. So he's weird because he doesn't really listen to a whole lot of death metal. I mean, he does listen to death metal, but like he doesn't listen to a whole lot of it. He listens to like a lot of electronic music. So I honestly feel like maybe some of the electronic music that he listens to kind of close to the death metal drums, because I feel like sometimes he sounds like an electronic machine.
Oh, it's just it's not ending. I mean, the pace he can go at and what he provides is incredible.
Yeah, he's great. He comes up with a lot of really cool ideas, and he executes his parts really, really well. So we're really happy with how things are going with him, and he's happy to be with us too.
It sounds great. I read the other day that Mayhem Festival may be no more. When you grew up, and that saddens me honestly to hear that, because I love music festivals. You guys all grew up in Pennsylvania, is that true?
Well, three of us did, and then the two new guys are both from New York City.
Okay. Well, growing up in Pennsylvania, the three of you guys did. You guys have a lot of metal festivals come through there, and do you see the loss of something like Mayhem as a big loss for metal?
Well, I can't really say that I don't just many festivals coming to our hometown, because it is a smaller town, and it doesn't have like a big venue there that like big festivals like that can come to. But I mean, I remember as a kid going to like Oddfest and stuff, like down in Philadelphia and Camden, New Jersey. I think with Mayhem being dissolved potentially, it sucks, but it's in the same way, I know something else will spring up, and they'll just make another festival, that's just how it works, like Oddfest was a big festival back in like 2003, 2004, 2005, and now Oddfest isn't a thing anymore, and you have things like Summer Slaughter, Mayhem, and Rockstar and the Dream Festival that have come and take its place. So I think that it's just survival of the fittest, and that something even better will come into the picture. It sucks that Mayhem might be done forever, but I think it'll come back. I think something else will come back that's similar, if not better.
Okay, how about tour plans for Rivers of Nihil?
Say that again?
How about tour plans for you guys?
Some plans for us, you said?
No, I was saying, what are the tour plans for Rivers of Nihil?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I'm outside and there's like a kid screaming. The tour plans for us, as of right now, we're going to be going on tour in October and November. It's a full North American tour, or not North American, sorry, it's a full United States and Canadian tour. The announcement will be coming out in about 2 weeks. I can't say who it's with yet, but I think when
Awesome. Look forward to that for sure.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a different type of question. With how things have changed in music in the last 10 years or so, how do you guys as a band or just you as an individual, how do you feel about people that stream Spotify and Sonos and things like that nonstop? But is it, I mean, you can't change it, but does it bother you guys? I mean, it's got to hurt sales in some way, I would think.
Yeah. Well, I can kind of speak from experience here. I do have Spotify, but I use Spotify as more of a sampler. I kind of, if a new release comes out, if I want to check it out, if I want to buy it, I'll go on Spotify and check the song out, or check the album out. If I like it, I'll always go out and I'll buy the record, because I like to have physical copies of records. Because MP3s and internet streaming can, that stuff can all go away. But like, you have an actual CD or a record in your hand, and you have that forever if you want. So I think that if all you're doing is listening to Spotify, or whatever other Google Music or whatever is out there, Google Play Music, like if you're listening to exclusively to that stuff, like I don't know, I don't really feel like you're supporting the music community, like especially, and it's funny because those people are usually the people that are complaining about how shitty the music scene is nowadays, and there's people that aren't supporting it. They're just like using Spotify to like have all of the music, and they're never buying any records from bands. So it's just like, I don't know. I think that Spotify can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. Like, I think if you use it to just like check stuff out that you might want to buy, and then you go out and you buy it, I think that's a cool way to use it. But if you're just using it to listen to all your music all the time, you're not like taking money from bands, but you're not supporting them. Like the most important thing for us as a small band is first week sales. Like if we sell no records first week, we're going to become irrelevant. Like the record label's not going to give us support. Our management's not going to back us. Like nothing like that. Like if we don't sell records first week, but if we do, that's what gets us on board. That's what brings us to like usual towns, play shows. That's what just keeps us going as a band. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. Like buying records really does help a band. I know some bands say that it doesn't matter, but really the best thing you can do especially for younger bands and small bands, is buy their music. That's the best way to support them. So.
Yeah, and another thing, I think it's important that you pointed that out, because I don't think maybe some young fans do understand that. I'm a high school teacher, and I ask kids a lot about owning physical copies of music, and they give me a look like I'm insane. But the thing that I can't get across to them enough is I love the excitement that builds up when I know an album's going to be out, and just driving to the store and like rushing and hoping that I hope there's a copy left. I remember calling Best Buy a couple weeks ago, and do you have any copies of Lamb of God's new album left? Well, we got 3. Well, I'm going to be there in 15 minutes, and just and opening it up and reading it. There's an experience to the whole process that these people that don't buy jewel case CDs and vinyl, they'll never understand.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think that a lot of that comes from the music culture just kind of moving farther and farther away from the glory days of buying records. Like nowadays, everything is digital and everything is about instant gratification. I mean, like on Instagram, like you can only make a 15-second video. Basically, if you want to post a video, you got to pack everything in 15 seconds, because that's how short people's attention span is nowadays. It's like it's hard enough to get people to go out and buy a record nowadays, let alone get them to sit there and listen to the entire thing. Because kids nowadays are so ADHD. The internet is just giving them everything that they could ever want at the tips of their fingers instantly. It's like the concept of going somewhere and buying something to bring home and listen to it is so foreign to so many people nowadays, because we've gotten so far away from like the 70s, for example. Like my dad is a huge 70s rock guy. Like he had Pink Floyd albums and Deep Purple albums, like Black Sabbath and everything. Like when I was growing up, just like vinyl records, and like mentality, and to let kids understand it, and more they just want to, put some stuff on the internet.
Yeah, and it's another thing that makes me think of when I think of Rivers of Nihil. What one you just said is, I appreciate, and I think the people that are fans already appreciate, you guys have a depth to you that takes time to really understand and appreciate. I don't put your stuff on and like casually do chores around the house. I gotta be a place where I can zone in or zone out, as it were, and really get into the depth of it. And that's where the true greatness comes out. And I think it's a compliment to you guys, and it's also kind of a curse because of what you just said. It puts you guys in a place where I don't see your things as flashy, and I don't want it to be.
Yeah, no, that's really cool to hear you say that. I mean, I'm glad that our music has an effect on people because, I like to just want to sit down and listen to my music and not just, tune it out and, expect something, and wait. I gotta give it some time.
Yeah, you mentioned a band the other day. We have reviewed Monarchy in 3 different parts here on WLM, WeLoveMetal.com, and then tomorrow is the last installment of it. And I don't care if this sounds crazy or not. I think that Rivers of Nihil is almost a perfect example of a death metal version of Pink Floyd. Am I nuts?
Yeah. No, that's all I'm thinking. Pink Floyd is like my favorite band of all time, so that would make a lot of sense.
Feel good.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I'd.
I'm glad to hear you say that. It's really cool.
What are you really hoping people get out of Monarchy?
I hope that people can listen to it and, whatever situation in their life they're in or whatever emotions they're feeling, I hope that they can attach those emotions and those feelings and those experiences to something on the record, whether it's lyrics or the drum set or music or whatever. I feel like I want people to be able to hear the album and attach something to it so that they can make it personal. I don't know. I like the idea of albums personal and being able to put that record on and being able to feel a very specific emotion or feeling. So I hope people can listen to our record and take that away from it.
I think they can too if they put themselves in a place where, like you said, I gotta look at the visual, which I think both album covers are phenomenal, like we've talked about. And I try to almost tell the story, let the story tell itself to me, versus, when you read a great piece of literature and then someone makes a movie out of it, it almost always robs your experience that you came up with. And I think that's something that you guys are very, very good at, is letting that story unfold in your mind, and what unfolds in my mind may not be what unfolds in someone else's mind. There's probably some themes that overlap. That's rare in music.
Well, I'm excited. These are all very cool things that you're saying, so I'm glad that you're picking up on this stuff. Nice to
Yeah, thank you for making it. It just, like I said, anything has depth. I want to say one more time before we part ways here. You said something that I think fans need to hear again, and I'm going to make sure I get right about it. The album comes out Friday, August 21st. That first week is critical. So get to whatever place you get to get your physical copies, whatever. I don't know if there's record stores even around. They're not anywhere around where I'm at, so it's Best Buy or what have you. But they have it. So that first week, for everyone that listens to this interview and follows what we do on WeLoveMetal.com for Rivers of Nihil, get out that first week, make it a campaign, have a Rivers of Nihil party, whatever, and get to it.
Yeah, that's great. That's the biggest thank you that you can give us as a band is to pick our record first, because that's what keeps us on the road and that's what keeps the ball rolling for us and for listeners of our music.
I will do just that, and I encourage everyone else to do that. I hope you guys make a stop somewhere around Milwaukee. If not Milwaukee, I saw you a little bit. I think it was with Revocation and yes.
Yeah, we were out there. I guess probably a little over a year ago with them. So we should be back out there again, like I said, in late October, early November. I think there's a Milwaukee game, so we'll probably see you then.
Very good. Well, I hope that we can talk face to face at that point, and we will do whatever we can here at WeLoveMetal.com to push you guys, because it's quality, it's depth. Monarchy comes out Friday, August 21st. Everyone, get there, get it early, start sharing it, but don't share it to the point where someone won't go buy it. Just give them a taste and make them go invest in what they should be investing in. Thanks for your time, Brody. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. We'll talk later on down the road.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you.